Hello, welcome to another episode of On the Bench. I'm here with this Les Paul Studio. If you haven't seen the other parts, then go back and watch those parts first. Last week, I removed the top, which looks like that now. And this week, I'm going to finally sand it for you. So this guitar is going out to Matt Quine, and he's asked me to do this. I've not just sort of taken his guitar and broken it. I'm going to start straight off with some 100 grits sandpaper. Before I do, a big shout out to Budget Pedal Chap. This is the episode you've been waiting for. Let's go. Remember, it's going to get worse before it gets better, honestly. So by sanding, I can get rid of some of these little divots that were just here, that were like knocks and stuff, like general knockage on a 90s guitar. How old is that? That's about 20 years old. It's more than 20 years old. Sugar. There's one big one just here, which we've been talking about for a while, and I'm going to try that with a soldering iron and a wet rag, but not yet. A pair of scissors would be useful right now. Mainly using the water to keep the dust down, but it's getting quite dusty already. I think it's about time I addressed this. Where is it? There. Where's my focus point? There. Can you see that? There's like a raw plug or something in there, so I'm going to try and yank it out in the most delicate of ways. And I just put something. I need a screwy screw. It's the wrong type of screw. Aha! There it is. Look, see? It's a pretty good idea. I mean, apart from the aesthetics, I don't see why not. I mean, obviously now you have a massive hole. That ain't good. But we're going to fill that and re-drill that. Indents and stuff, so I'm going to sand them away. I'm going to start working on the top now, so just supporting the headstock up here with a bit of tape, and I'm putting it just, can I move that just over for a sec? So I'm just putting it there, so the headstock's touching the bench, but the neck is supported by the tape. And why tape? Because it happened to be the right size for what I want to do. Funny, huh? Gaffer tape, WD-40, does everything. Just being very careful not to sand off the edges because I am going to round the top off slightly, but I don't want to be going over every time over the edge, so I'm keeping it with the grain, in straight lines, not round and round in circles. That's going to cause problems. With 60, I'm going to change to the next one, which is still 60, but it's a new piece. And as you can see, I've cleaned up this area quite a bit. Quite impressed with that. I'm keeping some of the sawdust to fill some holes maybe, not divots or anything, but there's some holes here that I may need to re-drill. So I always like to make a little paste out of glue and sawdust, and that way you can match the colour, I think. I'm not going to lie to you, I think that looks amazing. I'm really impressed with that so far. It looks really superb. I have a newfound confidence in this project. I wasn't too sure when I took that paint off. I mean, look at that and all that rubbish here compared to this. That's going to look fantastic. Since we spoke last, I took apart an old trampoline, and these things were around the tubes that stop the kids falling out, and I kept them, and I can now use these on the bench to support stuff and keep it nice and soft. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Post ladies here. Post. Hello, Andy here, back in the studio. Sorry for the premature and abrupt ending to that video, but between the shooting of what you've just seen, then shooting a little bit more, and the editing of that week's work, I was relieved illegally of my cameras. What I mean to say is I came back home from Thoman, went to the garage, and the cameras were no longer there. Luckily, they did not take the guitar. So the guitar is here, and this is what it looks like. I'm extremely pleased. There was a section where I used the house iron to get out. Do you remember the little, there was a little notch, sort of little dink in the guitar? I used a steam iron and a t-shirt that was wet, so water and steam, and hot iron, sorry, and it got the notch out, and now you cannot see. It's phenomenal. So it's pretty much sanded. There's some fine work that I've just noticed down under there. The top looks amazing. It is a two-piece maple top, but that looks, I'm trying to get it in this light. It doesn't really seem to want to pick up with the camera. I'm a little bit upset, as you can imagine, because I had some great footage there, and also I now need to buy 2 new cameras. My own fault for leaving them in a garage, I guess. Yeah, it is what it is. The back looks like this. It is super smooth, and I've still got a bit of brown going on here, so that needs to be sorted out. So there's some final parts to do. The neck is feeling pretty amazing, but it needs full attention. The headstock is looking wicked, but needs a clean up on the front. Generally, I've probably only got 2 more videos coming for you. Next up is the staining of the front. I have, however, sanded it too finely. I went up to 600 grit, I believe. 600, let's call it 600. And it's now super smooth, listen. But it's too smooth, probably it's probably too smooth to accept the stain. I've never stained a guitar top before, so if you're watching this and you have stained a guitar top, I was thinking I'd probably take this down to 240 and then stain it so that it accepts it. I think I've closed the grain too much. So if you have any knowledge on that, please let me know in the comments down below. Then I'm going to true oil this, true oil the heck out of it. Then I'm going to do the fret job, much needed, and then I'm going to install the electronics and the hardware and do the setup. And then we'll have some playing examples from yours truly. So thank you so much. I hope you're going to keep the faith and continue watching this series, even though some of it is lost forever. But there's the result. Anyway, so you still get to see what I did. It's not that far from what this video covered. However, there's bits missing, which saddens me. So I'm waffling now, some waffly goodness. Thank you so much for watching. My alarm's going off on my iPad, which means it's time to go upstairs and watch Star Trek Discovery. And I'm going to release this video for you minutes after I've recorded it and uploaded it. If you've seen this far to the end and you've put up with my waffling, then thank you very much. To prove that you've made it to the end, then please leave me the comment, thieving swines. And I'll be with you soon. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Go and check out the Patron if you want. It'd be nice because now I need to buy new cameras. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.